Scratch paper. You mind?
Corrected. We're doing a practice.
Okay, we're gonna get started.
We're doing a practice test.
Okay, question number 1. And just write it down. Let's not discuss it. Let's just do a little practice quiz. We'll discuss it, and then we'll go over the answers at the end. We can do maybe 2 rounds so we don't get too many unanswered questions deep. Okay, so first, question 1 is name the organ. What organ are you looking at? And I will get a little closer if you like and move it around. There's another totally different view. And then over here and go 1 magnification up. And question is name the organ. Okay, question 2. Question 2 is name what is this entire structure? It's a combination of 2 structures. Okay, what is this structure that I'm outlining? It's a combination of 2 structures together. And that was question 2. Was named this structure, which is really 2 structures combined. Call that. All right, question 3. Come on in. Question 3 is we're looking at a particular region of this organ. What is this region called? Kind of a close-up here. I can back up in a minute. What is this region of this organ? All right, so go back to the scanning lens, get a little bigger picture view. And it looks like that. What region? There's more of it that we're not seeing, but what is this general region of this organ called? Okay, we're just writing our answers down, so get out a piece of scratch paper if you're just joining. And let's go back over here. Okay, get a little closer. Alright. More than one possible answer. What could this structure right here be that I'm outlining? Or this one here. Or this one here. Okay, more than one possible answer. What could this be? Or there's even one here. That was question 4. Okay, move on. Okay, for question 5, what is this organ, this entire organ? What is that? Okay, moving in a little closer. Okay, question 6. Question 6 is, what is this main layer? What's the name of this main layer? What's the name of that main layer? Okay, question 7 is, what kind of tissue is this? What kind of tissue is that? Okay. That was question 7. Moving to a different slide. Okay, what organ is this? Alright, so here's a organ that we're looking at here, and we're going to get a little bit closer, but this is your farther away look. So see, you can see what the wall of it looks like. Good. There's another example right there. Okay, and then go back out, and what is it? What is this organ is the question, the circular one here. Okay, this right here. What is that organ? It's question 9. Okay. 9. Look at a different slide, see if I can find the same thing. Alright, here's another one, a little smaller. Okay, so that's the same as question 9. So what is this structure? Okay, let's go on to question 10. Okay, this one, can't get the whole thing, can't get the whole cross section on there, so I'll just scan around and show you what its walls look like. Question 10 is what is this organ? And so we're looking at, of course, this here, so I'll move around so you can see. So what is that organ, question 10? And then question 11, what kind of tissue is this? What kind of tissue is this? I'll magnify it for you. Okay, what kind of tissue is this? All right, moving on to question 12. Okay, we're going to look at one of these, and there's a particular type of tissue that lines this and makes up its walls. What kind of tissue is this lining? What kind of tissue is lining this structure? And this one up here, and this one. What kind of tissue? Let's do one more slide, and then we'll go back over the answers, and then move on to some more slides. Assuming we have time. We will. Okay. Keep these in order. Okay, looking at the wall of an organ here. That's what it looks like. And I want to know, what are the black, thin streaks? What's that structure? Name the structure. Question 13. Let's name the structure of the black, thin line. Okay, then same slide. Name the main layer from here to about here. Name the main layer. What's this main layer called? This organ. Name the main layer. Question 14. Might as well go backwards, I guess, since we already got that up there. I'll do this one, and then we'll go back to number 1. Okay, let's do the answers. So we just did a practice test. You're just coming in. So question 14 was name the main layer. What did you all get?
Tunica media.
Yeah, tunica media, or just media. And question 13 was what are the black lines?
Elastic fibers.
Elastic fibers, yes. So 13 was elastic fibers. 14 was tunica media. All right, so now let's go back to number 1.
Is elastic tissue acceptable? Or
Pardon?
Is elastic tissue acceptable, or does it have to be fiber?
It has to be fibers,
Okay.
because elastic tissue is a tissue type, and the dominant tissue type there is smooth muscle, and it just has elastic fibers intertwined
Okay.
in between. So it's not quite elastic tissue.
So it's media by itself, okay?
Yep, media is okay. All right, question 1 was, what is the organ?
Kidney.
The kidney, yeah. Question 2, I zoomed in on one of these and I said it was 2 structures, composite structure, 2 together. What is that? Renal corpuscle. Yeah, that's the only answer for that. And then question 3, I moved this way and on in here and said, what is this general region of this organ called? The renal medulla. Renal medulla. And then we went question 4. Went back over here. Okay, got a little closer. Okay, and you know you're in which region now? Which region are you in? That's not the question, but which region are you in?
Cortex.
You're in the cortex. Yeah, you had to recognize that first. But the question was, number 4 was, for example, what is a possible answer for this, or this, or this, or this? What'd you put?
Convoluted
Proximal
tube.
convoluted tubule or distal convoluted tubule? Yeah, or just convoluted tubule. Will be fine. Questions about that one before we change slide?
Can you accept tube rather than tubule?
Convoluted tube? I'm not sure. Probably depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Okay. Tubule.
Convoluted doesn't have to be in it.
Yes, convoluted has to be in it. How little of an answer can we get away with?
I know.
Why don't I just put 2? Why don't I just leave it blank? How about that? All right. Question 5 was, what is this organ?
Artery.
That's an artery. Yes, I'm going to specify artery. Okay. Question 6 was, name the main layer. And it's this outer one. What'd you get? Adventitia. There's another name.
Externa.
Externa or tunica externa. Yeah. Several names. Question 7 was, what kind of tissue? That's smooth muscle. Yeah, that's the one that does the vasodilation and vasoconstriction. That's the function of that smooth muscle. It changes the diameter of the blood vessel, allowing more or less blood to flow through. And then we move to the lung. Any questions on this one before we move it? Change it? You had your vein over here.
Hard to identify.
Yeah, tough for the layers, but that's kind of what happens when you have veins,
Where the veins?
when veins are sectioned. Pardon?
Where are the veins?
This is the vein here.
It's just collapsed.
It has collapsed and it separated the wall, separated away. So this is the media layer. It's separated away from the adventitia. That's what happened. All right. So then we're on question 8, right? Okay, question 8 was, what's this organ? The lungs? Oh, lungs? Yep. 9 and 10, those are probably the hardest ones so far, I think. I don't know if that's the exact same one, but it sure looks similar. Okay, so this was question 9. I showed you this one and then another one on the other slide. And we got close up to the wall of it so you could see what was there. And so what is this organ?
Bronchiole.
That's a bronchiole, yeah. Bronchiole. Yeah, that's different than the spelling's close. So don't get them mixed up and be careful on the spelling. Because if you just mess the spelling up a lot, or a little rather, I can't tell whether you're putting bronchiole or bronchus. So bronchiole, if it helps you remember the E, bronchiole. Students say bronchiole to help them spell it correctly. The smaller one has the longer name. Bronchiole.
Can we say bronchus?
You can't say bronchus. Bronchus is a different structure. Yeah, this is the smallest passageways that the alveoli are going to start sprouting off. Okay, the bronchus and bronchi, those are much bigger structures. The primary, it goes trachea to primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, and tertiary bronchi, and then the bronchi do get smaller, but they're still a lot bigger than these. This is a bronchiole. Okay, and now, how did you know it's a bronchiole though?
There's no hyaline cartilage.
There's no hyaline cartilage. Yeah, that's sort of the simplest way.
Isn't that kind of like a hyaline cartilage right at the top?
What is that? No, it's not. What is that? That's smooth muscle.
No, just below that.
This?
Right above it, right there.
No, that's loose connective tissue. That's the mucous membrane. This
Okay.
is the epithelium. And the epithelium, you gotta be careful because it's got a lot of mucus and stuff on it. So I know it almost looks like cilia, but it doesn't look that. Some of them look like simple cuboidal and some of them not so much. So better bet is to look for the cartilage. But no, that's not cartilage. Maybe when we look at the next one, it'll become more clear. Okay, so number 9 was bronchial. Any other questions on that one? It is simple cuboidal. Yeah, that wasn't on your lab list, though, and I don't think I added it, so we'll have to ask that specifically. There's one, but not a very good one. Let's see, was it the other slide I used? Okay, yeah, I used the other slide. But here's one we've got right here, so we might as well look at this one, and then I'll show you the other slide. This isn't the one I showed you, but it's the same thing. So question 10. So first of all, it's larger, right? Because I'm on the scanning lens. I don't mind telling you which lens I'm on. I'm on the scanning lens, and we can't fit the whole thing on. And then you see, yeah, hyaline cartilage there. And over here, there's some smooth muscle. Okay, lots of smooth muscle. There's the epithelial lining. So what is this organ?
Bronchus.
This is a bronchus. Yes. So number 10 is a bronchus. Bronchi, plural. Okay. So let's look at the other one on the other side.
Tracheotic I'm like, wait, there's the alveoli.
Yeah, you said the lymph nodule on the lungs.
The lymphoid nodule is on one of the slides. Yeah, we did look at it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to find it in our press time. I forget which slide it was on. I marked one of them, but it's in the wall of a bronchus, the lymphoid nodule. All right. Okay, so this is the scanning lens. This is the scanning lens. This is the one that we viewed. Okay, so we're going to look at the wall of this structure. Do you see the hyaline cartilage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is this? What is this organ?
The bronchus.
That's the bronchus. Yeah, the smooth muscle is there. It's a little closer to the lumen. It's not as visible as on that last slide, depending on the dye. Sometimes the smooth muscle blends in. Yeah, point out the smooth muscle on that one. Move that right there. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, question 11. Question 11 was, what kind of tissue is that? And you just did it. What is it again?
Hyaline cartilage.
Hyaline cartilage. Good. And then question 12. Question 12 was, we had, what is the lining? What kind of tissue lines this structure? Simple squamous. Yeah. That one? What is that?
You didn't take endothelium?
That's an alveolus. No, I won't take endothelium. Endothelium is not a tissue type. Endothelium is the name for the simple squamous lining blood vessels. That's a hard one, because it sounds so much like all the other words. Endothelium is just the name that means simple squamous of blood vessels. So like if someone had a tear or a problem in the lining of a blood vessel, a doctor could say there's a problem with the endothelium, and they'd know exactly what organ you're talking about and what part of the blood vessel. So, simple squamous, yeah.
Simple squamous.
13. Oh, yeah. Okay, question 13 was, oh, we did this one already. Yeah. Okay.
But what organ is that on?
Yeah, what is, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a vein?
What is this?
Is that what you put too?
It's an artery, but which one? Specific one, it was the aorta. Because the aorta is an elastic artery, so it has all that elastic fibers in it. Okay, so we did those and those. Alright, so we got about 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes. So
We go for the
let's do, which one do you like to see the most? We have the uterus, the penis, the trachea, and I think that's it.
The
Oh,
uterus?
bladder.
What
The uterus.
pertain
The
to
uterus, okay.
the alveoli? Oh.
Which one did you want us to attempt to look at? Because the library
Right,
had 3
okay,
phases
remember.
of the uterus.
It had 3 phases?
Yeah, and I
On
didn't-
your
Alveoli
list,
is
there's
simple
2,
squamous.
but they're pretty similar. I think you should be able to,
They're all like slightly different.
yeah, they're slightly
They're
different,
usually-
but they're similar. Similar but different. I think you should be able to understand both of them. F21, sorry, G21 and G20, something like that. Yeah, because even this one is a little different than the one that I put on last time. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a little more practice test. Okay, so question 1. You already know it, but what is this organ? Go ahead and write down, what is this organ? Question 2. What's the main layer from here? And we're going to go this way. Okay, ending about there. So what was that main layer from the inside to about there? What's the name of the main layer? All right, question 3. Name the structure. Name the structure. Question 4. What kind of tissue is this? What kind of tissue? Changing slides. Different slide. Alright, so this is what this slide looks like. Everybody looking up here? Okay, there's that, and then okay. Question 5, what is the name of this opening or space passageway? What is this space or passageway called? Okay, question 6. What is this tissue mass or structure called that surrounds it? What is this tissue mass, the structure, what is the name of that structure that surrounds the opening? So the question is going to be, what's this organ? So have a look at this. All right, get a little closer. If you can. Okay, what is that organ was question 7.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Okay, so question 1, let's review. I'm not going to put them all back up. Question 1 was, what was that organ?
Uterus.
Uterus. Question 2 was, what was that main layer? It was the innermost one.
Endometrium.
Endometrium, yeah. Question 3 was the structure.
Uterine gland.
Uterine gland or endometrial gland. Question 4 was what kind of tissue, and I was pointing at the middle main layer.
Smooth muscle.
Smooth muscles, the kind of tissue. The name of that layer would have been what? As for the name of the layer, the myometrium would have been the name. Question 5, we were looking at the penis slide, and it was the opening. Spongy urethra or penile urethra. And question 6 was what is the structure or tissue mass that surrounds the opening? Corpus spongiosum. Yeah. And question 7 was what was that organ? That was the trachea. Yeah. Great. Alrighty.
100%. -1.